Good morning, young chap. Have your lunch, I see. Conrad smiled and looked at the house. Is your mother busy? She's doing dishes. Billy glared at him. Conrad rolled his eyes. We were being gentlemanly yesterday doing the lunch dishes. Cassie liked it. It's women's work. Billy marched past him toward the gate. Hello again, Philip Batley here, audiobook narrator. This is a section from Kissing the Sheriff, a sweet western romance, Love in Apple Blossom, Book 2. I've already recorded a little bit for you from Book 1, which is called Courting the Rancher. This is Kissing the Sheriff. As you can imagine, our heroine in this one is the sheriff. This is a town where the women have taken over the men's work because most of the men have been killed uh, by a posse a few years back, about a year ago, in this story. And we've got 6 British brothers who've come into town and they're helping out. And in this specific situation, we've got Conrad, who is the flirty one of the brothers, helping out Cassie Lane, who's the sheriff. And Billy is a young boy from the town who has volunteered to help him fix up Cassie Lane, the sheriff's house. And so this is a little scene from chapter 11 that we're doing here, when Billy is getting a few lessons, I think, from Conrad on what it means to be a gentleman. Conrad, flirting yesterday with Cassie, had decided that Billy and he should do the dishes for her when they made her lunch. Billy not very keen on this at all. Women's work is what he thinks. He's 7, Billy, is what he thinks washing the dishes is. Anyway, here we go. So this is a little more section from chapter 11. Conrad sighed and followed. What if when you're married your wife becomes ill? He thought of Cassie's pale face, then pushed the thought aside. What if you have to not only cook for her, but clean everything up too? Billy stopped on the other side of the gate. What if I let her clean it up when she's feeling better? That's not what a gentleman would do. He closed the gate and they started walking. A gentleman is supposed to look after a lady. What for? Conrad glanced over his shoulder at the house. Are you sure your parents taught you proper manners when it comes to how to treat a lady? Billy stopped. For the last time, I'm 7. What do I need to know all that for? Conrad shrugged. Fair point. Still, the earlier you learn, the better off you'll be. For instance, if I were a lady and you were a gentleman, you'd be walking on the street side. Billy stopped and looked at the street. Huh? Where I'm walking. On your left. Oh. Billy's face screwed up. What does that have to do with anything? Well, if you're walking next to the street and a runaway carriage is careening toward you, you can push your lady out of harm's way. Billy wrinkled his nose. What does careening mean? Going very fast and out of control. Well then, I'd better run. Conrad chuckled and tried to keep a straight face. What about the lady? What lady? If some wagon is careening toward me, then you can bet I'm going to get out of the way. If she ain't smart enough to do the same, then I guess she's a goner. Oh, heavens. Clearly I'll have to teach you the fine art of rescuing a damsel in distress. Do that again, that line. Oh, heavens. Clearly I'll have to teach you the fine art of rescuing a damsel in distress. What's that? Billy started walking as if he hadn't. And again. What's that? Billy started walking as if he really didn't care. And again. What's that? No. What's that? Billy started walking as if he really didn't care. Conrad watched him go and sighed. You're going to be a lot of work, young man. There you go. A couple little errors in there, but that's behind the scenes in audiobook recording land. See you soon.